All right, let's dive into a teaching from an ancient text that uses this really powerful metaphor to answer a question we all kind of ask ourselves. What qualities really truly matter for a good life? And trust me, it all kicks off in a place that's pretty hard to imagine.
So the text starts with this absolutely stunning image. Out of nowhere, in the space between worlds, this magnificent hall just appears. And it's not made of wood or stone or anything like that. It's built from pure wisdom and focus. And the light coming from it is so bright it illuminates thousands of worlds, basically sending out a cosmic invitation.
And you have to understand, this wasn't just any old meeting hall. This was the stage for an event of cosmic importance. I mean, the teaching that was about to be shared was so profound that the audience had to be drawn from every single corner of existence. The scale is just epic, and that's on purpose, to show you just how big of a deal this was. So, who exactly got an invitation to this once-in-an-eon event? Let's take a look at the guest list for this incredible cosmic get-together. It's pretty wild. Okay, so a little context is super important here. This is happening 16 years after the Buddha's enlightenment, and he knows the time is just right to share this particular teaching. So he goes into this deep state of concentration, and from his body, a single beam of light just shoots out across the cosmos, calling everyone together. And just look who shows up. You've got heavenly kings, gods, dragons, spirits, and just countless bodhisattvas. These are beings super far along the path to enlightenment, all showing up from every direction. But it doesn't stop there. Get this. Even demon kings, the beings who usually try to mess things up, were forced to attend. This wasn't an optional RSVP. The importance of this moment went beyond any conflict or realm. So, with this unbelievable audience all gathered and waiting, one key figure steps up to ask the question that was on everybody's mind, the very reason they were all brought here in the first place. Out of this huge crowd, a great bodhisattva stands up. His title, if you translate it, is something like the king who has mastered profound teachings. So, this guy knows his stuff. He was basically the perfect person to ask the big question. And here it is, the ultimate question. He basically asks, what are the true jewels that someone on this path should wear? What are the things that make their efforts pure and their actions actually work? It's just such a beautiful way of asking, what qualities really matter? Now, the Buddha's answer to this huge question wasn't some long, complicated philosophical lecture. Nope. Instead, he gave them a simple, elegant, and really powerful metaphor. The 4 great ornaments. And this is so important. He's not talking about physical jewels you wear. These are 4 precious internal qualities. He's presenting them as ornaments that you use to decorate your own character, making you shine from the inside out. Let's break them down. First up is ethics. This is the foundation for everything else, and it all comes down to one simple but seriously profound principle: a deep commitment to not causing harm to anyone, anything. The text even says that when you have this quality, all other beings are just naturally happy to see you. It's the bedrock of the whole thing. The second ornament is focus. This is the power that comes from a calm, steady, and uncluttered mind. Real mental discipline. When you're adorned with focus, your mind isn't being jerked around by every little distraction or by anger or by fear. It's stable, it's powerful, and it's right here, right now. Then we have the third jewel, wisdom. And this isn't about being smart or knowing a ton of facts. It's about clarity, the ability to see things as they really are. The text describes it as creating a great light that just cuts through all the darkness of confusion and delusion. And finally, the 4th ornament is retention, or dharani. This one is so fascinating. It's not just about learning and remembering stuff. It's the ability to truly grasp deep teachings, hold on to them without forgetting, and then, this is the key part, skillfully and compassionately share that knowledge to help other people. It's about becoming a source of wisdom yourself. Okay, so a cosmic assembly, a huge question, and 4 timeless qualities. That's a great story. But what does this ancient teaching have to do with us, right here and now? How can we wear these so-called ornaments in our own lives? And really, this is the whole point. These 4 ornaments aren't some lofty, out-of-reach ideals for legendary figures. They're a timeless framework for personal growth, a guide to cultivating powerful human virtues that are just as important today as they were thousands of years ago. Let's just connect the dots. The ornament of ethics? Today, we'd call that integrity, acting from a place of principle and doing no harm. Focus? That's discipline, plain and simple. The ability to put your energy where it matters. Wisdom? That's clarity, seeing things clearly, without a fog of bias or confusion. And retention? Well, that's all about lifelong learning and sharing. Not just taking in knowledge, but mastering it so you can help others grow too. And that brings us to the end. We've gone from a cosmic hall all the way to the practical virtues inside each of us. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. If you are going to consciously pick one of these ornaments to adorn your life with today, integrity, discipline, clarity, or learning and sharing, which one would you choose? Thanks for joining me.